the other one, which is a teen movie, which is Quadrophenia. So I think Quadrophenia as an English teen movie is probably about as good as we get, really, I think.
Kind of rites of passage films. What were they?
Yeah, it's difficult to know.
No, I can't think.
Anyway, Jake, thank you so much for calling in with that. That's a great shout. See you soon. Have a lovely day.
Cheers, bye.
Bye. Animal House, that is a great movie. That is a sort of a late teenager. If you're in your kind of 15, 16, 17, that is exactly how you think you want things to be. Toga, toga. Toga. Right, coming up in a minute, we've got Jennie Bellstar coming in to talk about something she'd like help with. It'd be fantastic. But before that, who remembers this? Little rowboat, clap, clap. That was the Bellstars with the clapping song. Oh, I love that song. I'm very, very happy to be joined by Jennie from the Bellstars. Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Now, we've got down as Jennie Bellstar or Jennie Matthias. What do you go by now?
I go by Jennie Matthias because Bellstars was over 30 years ago.
What?
Yeah. But the thing is, people won't let me get rid of the Bellstar, so I just thought, all right, compromise Jennie Bellstar Matthias, depending on where I am.
Yeah.
You know.
30 years ago.
It was over that.
That song still sounds amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Although you wanted us to play Sign of the Times.
I did want you to play Sign of the Times because we wrote that. It was the biggest hit in London, yeah.
Yeah, good, fair enough. Fair play.
Yeah.
I'll try and play that tomorrow on Sunday's show.
Thank you,
How about
darling.
that? We'll try and get both out. There we go. Brilliant.
You.
Right, but so now you're in to talk about the fact you're working for a charity at the moment called Food for All.
Food for All, yeah.
Do you want to tell us about that? How did it come about and what does it do?
Food for All is a charity that have been feeding people for over 25 years for free. And with the recent cuts, when I say recent, their cuts were cut about 5-6 years ago. They are unfunded.
Yeah.
They feed 1,000 people every day, 6 days a week for free, unfunded, and they find ways in which to feed them, and that's basically what it's all about. They're also in connection with another organisation called Feed 5,000, where they feed 5,000 people.
Yeah.
On and off in Ireland, England, wherever that thing takes itself, and that's basically what they do.
And how did you first get involved with them?
I was a community champion 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I got to, and the director was a community champion, and he asked, we became friends, and he asked me to give him some guidance and some help.
Yeah.
So I told him to turn one of the buildings into a charity shop. And after about 8 months, I asked him again, well, how is it going? And he just said, oh, no, it's not going so good. So I said, look, I'll give you a little hand for like 5 or 6 days. That was 2.5 years ago. I'm a bit of a stayer.
Yeah, it's good. Good commitment.
Yeah. But I love it. I love helping people. I just love it. I'm not getting any younger, honey. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yes, I still do music. Yes, I love it. Yes, I get, but I've got a choice whether I want to do music or not. I turned down a heck of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Just because it's just now my choice. After the age of 50, you can choose.
It's a good place to be, isn't it? It's a great
Yeah.
place to be, and why not give back? So who actually comes and claims the food? So 1,000 free meals. Is it for anybody, or who mainly for homeless people? Who are the people who
It's for
normally eat?
anyone that's hungry. But
Yeah.
of course, we've got our regulars, which are the homeless as well. But we've also got students. You have to understand that students they've got very minimal amounts of money in terms of grant or all that kind of stuff, and they're living also on the breadline. But really, honestly, it's just for anybody that is hungry. Food for all. That's what it says on the tin.
That's lovely. So if it's non-funded, where are you getting the money from to do it? Do you have to do a lot of charity events?
Well, this one actually. This is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Because I work tirelessly for it. Because I actually believe, the media could help a little bit in some way or other. And this is really nice of you to offer me this opportunity. I just think. Sorry, what was the question again? I'm just thinking about the food.
Where does the money come from? Is it from charity? Is it charity events? Is it regular donors? Is it, what are you looking for?
Well, we've got the charity shop.
Yeah.
So that's great in itself.
So where's the charity shop?
In King's Cross, 102 Caledonian Road.
Yeah.
And we've had loads of people helping us, from pop stars, and I'll mention a few, which is Pete Doherty. He's been a very, very good supporter of our thing.
Yeah.
And then Madness have just helped us.
Oh really?
Yeah. They donated a large sum for us. Last month.
Yeah.
From one of their O2 gigs. And in fact, it's becoming a bit of a trend with the bands. And because, I've been in the business myself, a lot of people know who I am, so I'm able to kind of knock on the door and say, come on, guys, pull your finger at the bottom. Do you know what I mean? You kind of you don't even have to take any money out of your pockets. Just add a little something on a guest list, or get a little paying guest list going on here with £5, £5. No one's going to miss £5, honey.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Get a paying guest list. They always have huge guest lists, and that results in, thousands of pounds for a charity that's doing a lot of things for a lot of people. And, it's a win-win.
And it is amazing, isn't it, how actually a little money can make a lot of difference to a load of people.
Yeah,
a lot of small donations can make a big difference, actually.
Yeah, and it's not just about feeding them. It's about also giving them better services, giving some information on when they can go in order to get better services. I mean, something like you and me, we might just take for granted washing a hair or doing our nails or getting, looking a little bit smarter than whatever. And some of these people just don't know where to go, where they can get the stuff for free or for minimal or all this kind of stuff. So my job is basically to manage that charity shop and make sure that happens for them.
And do you get to know a lot of the people that are regulars?
All the time. They love me, I love them. It takes me half an hour to walk down the street, certain streets sometimes, because we're saying hello, how are you, hug, this and that, can I help you, all that kind of stuff.
It's a lovely thing, isn't it? I used to work for a homelessness charity, who I will plug as well, if that's okay, called Cardboard Citizens.
Oh, yes.
Who are amazing.
Yes, they're amazing.
They're a theatre company and they work at the East End, and they do incredible work. They've just got a new tour out, actually, that's going around, and they go into hostels and present theatre, and it's reflective of the people's lives and stuff, and they're just an amazing company. And I went in to be a director, direct the homeless people. What I found most was the amount that I got out of it. Yeah. I sort of went in slightly arrogantly, maybe not really, but thinking, oh, this is what I'm going to teach them. This is what I'm going to give. Yeah. And they were just amazing people. I learned so much from them. I've made so many good friends through doing that. process.
Yeah.
That it's about fantastic, really.
Yeah, no, I understand that feeling because when I got the opportunity to feed some of the people and I came away, I don't know what it was, I wasn't expecting anything, but when I came out of it, I just thought, I didn't know how I felt, but I just knew that it was good to do. It was a good thing to do, and I felt good about it. We have solicitors, we have barristers, we have judges. They all want. We've got a list of people just wanting to feed people. We've had one of the boys from Killing Joke, would you believe, feeding the people. We've had loads of people. We've had one of the boys from the Sex Pistols coming in donating stuff to the shop in order to be able to help. You want to see the people that we've got. It's not a joke. There really is a lot of people involved in helping us out.
And it's incredible. What I love about charities like this as well is the fact that a lot of the time, you look at the news, it's pretty depressing, and you can easily sit there and go, well, what can I do about stuff? But charities like this, actually, you can genuinely, either by just giving some time or a donation, actually make a real difference. Only on individuals' lives. But what else? What else can you do? Do you know what I mean? That's the bit where I think you can see change happen.
Yeah. And they all get something out of it.
Yeah,
And all the kids as well. They bring their families, booking in school children. Everybody wants to help. It's beautiful. It really is.
It's great. So tell me about the event. What have you pulled together?
So it's been pulled together. Have you seen my eyes? Look at my eyes. They're just like bags here. I'm like,
you look fantastic. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you like my revolution hat?
I do like the hat. I'm going to
the revolution.
Yeah, it's got like a beret look for people who can't see it. It's very nice.
1940s beret look, I might add.
It is.
So, like I said, it's like Food for All presents Return to Humanity, so stars for guessing what that's all about. And basically my idea was to get an awful lot of stars under the same roof, like-minded people, compassionate artists is what I was looking for. We've got Sonique, we've got MC Angel, we've got Tessa Pollitt, was one of your little favourites here. We've got the lovely Kenny Thomas. He's a whole, soul singer from the 80s.
Yeah.
You must know who he is. And then we've got John Blondell, who was in Scum, and they're the compares for the night.
Yeah.
And John Altman, who's, from EastEnders. But we've got youth from Killing Joke. There's just loads of people. Loads of people on this. And, of course, myself.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
so you are performing good.
Oh, no, we've got a Food for All band.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, I'm performing in about 20 minutes in Lincoln and Fields in front of 4,000 to 5,000 people, if not more, today. In a moment.
My God.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you're going to fly from here into...
Is it flying into a car?
Have you got a car waiting
to Yeah. No time to rest, my darling. We're promoting this thing like you would.
That is great.
Yes. Yeah. So it's all so it's at Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Camden Town.
So
Friday the 13th.
By the way, I should say, if you haven't been to Gilgamesh, it's a phenomenal restaurant in Camden Town. It's right in the middle of the market. You go up these stairs to it, and it is vast, by the way, isn't it? It's a huge thing. Food is great.
Yeah.
But this I can't get because the ticket price, it's only 10 quid.
Yeah.
The ticket price, and you get all this entertainment. And you get a meal from Gilgamesh.
No, you get a meal from Food for All.
Oh, Food for All, even better.
Yeah, because it's all about Food for All.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Food for All, but it's going to be especially done.
Will you make it in the Gilgamesh kitchens?
We do
it outside and they bring it in. How does it work?
We do it from Watford.
Yeah.
Now, what it is the Hare Krishnas. They do the food. And they were bought a temple by, wait for it, it's all music here, guys. I hope you listeners are listening to this, by George Harrison.
Of course.
From the Beatles.
Yeah.
And they have the most amazing kitchens. Beautiful, large, very, very large kitchens, and that's how we're able to do this every day.
Ah, that's amazing. Because I used to eat all the time in Govinda's, which
is... I've just eaten there 2 days ago.
It's just the
place.
Yeah, the food. If people want to experience the Hare Krishna's cooking, Govinda's, which is just off Oxford Street, just off of Oxford Street. I can't remember what that little down towards Soho Square.
Place or something.
Yeah. Just absolutely beautiful. My parents used to take me there in the 70s. Used to drop me off. They'd go off. That was the 70s, wasn't it? That was the 70s. They used to literally drop us off at Govinda's. We'd go up to the temple upstairs, hang out for a bit, come down, eat a bit, and then they'd come back like 3 hours later and pick us up.
Wow.
It was like babysitting. Yeah, great babysitting. Okay, so it's cooked. That's great. That's going to be gorgeous food as well. So that's good.
Yeah.
Just get there, and it's just 10 quid.
Yeah, 10 quid.
People would be mad not to go.
I'm thinking the same. But it's just, they'd be mad not to go just because there's 500 people under one roof that are really beautiful people, compassionate, and they're artists that have come from miles away. I mean, Sonic's coming all the way from America just for one show. Do you know what I mean? That's like crazy. But I just think it's a lovely thing to do, and all those people talking about how they can better the local area and do what they can. can for the local community.
That's fantastic. How long has it taken to pull this together, though?
3 bloody months.
Oh, really?
Excuse the language.
Oh, excuse the language for that.
No,
It's taken a long time.
It's taken a long time, darling, and I'm really tired, and I can't wait to have a little kind of 4 days break with, in Ramsgate with my buddies.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, right, let's give everyone the details so they can go. So, it's when is it? It's on...
It's on, would you believe, Friday the 13th.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Luckily for some.
Lucky for some.
Yeah.
And it's at Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
And it starts at 6:45. There's a press call for half an hour, and then we just start off really early because we've got a lot of bands to cram in.
That is a lot of bands, though.
Yeah,
How do you... Now, on a night like this, because presumably you've been on a lot of mixed bills over the years.
Yeah.
How do you keep people to the time? Because presumably, if it's going really well...
You get the whip out.
Do you? Is
Yeah.
that what you do?
No,
Do you have to-
what's the thing they do on the TV? You get the cane
Yeah,
out.
big hook that comes and hooks them off the stage.
I've got a little rockabilly friend of mine. He's quite frightening to look at. No, he's not actually. He's a very, very cool guy. And he'll be there, right there, managing it all for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go to my daughter used to have a talent night at her school, and they would have 20 acts, and each one would milk it. I literally, this is no joke. I left her school one night at 1 a.m. That is too many kids' talents, you know. But this is going to be phenomenal. And so how, with the music now, do you still enjoy it as much as you've always? Because I still can't get over it was 30 years. Do you still get a buzz out of performing? As that, you know, or is it because you've shifted to this, you know, your life has shifted, I guess. You're kind of doing more things like this. But is there something still special about live for you?
It's better for me now, because back in those days I was young. I was naive. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I didn't, you know, I used to be asked to go in to do stuff. I'll give you a classic example. Paul Weller.
Yeah.
Last Jam single. Lovely Paul, I love him. Asked me to do some harmonies on a song. I didn't know what I was doing. And the poor guy, he had so much patience. I feel so bad, you know. But now, of course, I know what I'm doing, and you grow from that. And all the lyrics that I write now mean something. Before I didn't know what I was doing, but now I kind of like, this is what I do. You know, I can put messages in songs that people really like, and this is what I'm doing today.
That's fantastic.
I
That
love
sounds
it.
brilliant. Thank you so much for coming. Right, so one last plug for it. It's Food for All, and it's Return to Humanity. It's at Gilgamesh. People, it's only £10 a ticket. You'd be mad not to go, guys. Please go. It's on Friday the 13th. And where can people get the tickets from?
They can get them from the ticket sellers on 0844 870 0000.
Or you can go to theticketsellers.co.uk. I'll give that number again so people, if you've got a pen out there, it's 0844 870 0000. That's 4 zeros. Or go to theticketsellers.co.uk. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic night. I will come along, actually. It'll
Thank
be
you, my
great.
darling.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
It's
you
been
so
really
much.
lovely. Right, it's 11:30, which means